Hello, my name is Connor Kablinski. Welcome to my gaming channel where I talk about Dungeons and Dragons and other nerdy gaming stuff. Today I'm going to talk about D&D Beyond and how you can use it to add feats to your characters, how you can add magical items to your characters, and lastly, how you can equip homebrew content. Make sure that you are using D&D to the best of your ability. First of all, in order to add a feat to a character, we are going to go to that actual character. We're going to open them up. We're actually going to open them up under View instead of Edit. Once we get to the character sheet, here I have Mugen, my Tabaxi Rogue Monk. He has a lot of features and traits, but if I scroll past all of these, I will find a red button at the bottom of the page that says Manage Feats. When I click on this, I will see the whole list of feats that are available to me in my Monk Rogue Tabaxi state. You will see all the unavailable feats are listed here because the prerequisites are not met. So if I go in here and click something like Magic Initiate and I add it to my feat, I can see all of my spells here. Specifically, I can go ahead and click Dancing Lights as some cantrips here, give myself Message as this cantrip, and then lastly, for my first level spell, I will pick Dissonant Whispers. And so after I've equipped this feat, I can take a look here and I can see that all of this has been immediately updated on my character sheet. No need to add anything else once the feat has been added. If I want to get rid of a feat or change up the feat that I have, again, just manage feat, and I can easily pull it off by clicking. I would forget a spell or something like that on D&D Beyond. Now, if I need to add a magical item, because throughout the time of my campaign, my DM has rewarded our efforts with one of these, I can go ahead and look in my items here. I go Manage Equipment, and I can type in if I want to narrow it down to something magical. Let's say I'm looking for a Ring of Protection that I found on the body of one of the orcs that I was fighting. I can go ahead and add this Ring of Protection. Now you'll notice that just by adding it to my inventory, my armor class has not changed here, which is the desired effect of the Ring of Protection. So I actually need to equip it, and then there's two things I can do here. Either you can click on it and click Attune, or if I want to take a look at what I'm already attuned to, I can go over here from Equipment, go to Attuned. I see the items that can be attuned to, click on Ring of Protection, boom, here it is. You can see my armor class has jumped up to 18. So that is how we are able to add a feat and a magical item to our character sheet. But what if our DM gives us a magical item, or what if we want a feat that is not exactly as rules as written in D&D 5e and we want to add something along that? That's actually pretty easy here. You're going to go to Collections, My Homebrew Collection. Now, once you get to My Homebrew Collection and you go to My Creations, you should be able to create and you can click what you would like to create. If you're going to create yourself a magic item, let's say, and you want to go ahead and take something like this, you can do this in two ways. One, you can start from scratch, or two, I would recommend that you go ahead and you take something that has already been created here. So if I want to take an example here, if I want to give my character a +1 dart that also explodes into flame and does an extra 1d6 damage, I can take a copy of Dart 1, which is going to have all +1, which is going to have all of the benefits of a dart here, and it's also going to have a +1 attack to the damage rolls. Now, that modifier has already been pre-programmed into the game, as well as any conditions or spells that this magic item may allow me to do. If I want to add on to this and say that on top of it, I also want it to do some damage, again, as I said, it's going to be fire damage. I'm not going to add an ability score because it's just the magical item, and I want it to do 1d6. Boom. Now, as I save this and take a look, I've added it so that now it does an extra 1d6 fire damage when it hits, and it already has the stats here of a weapon, of a base weapon of a dart. So now as I save my changes here, I'm going to go ahead and actually name this. I'm going to name this the +1 dart of fire blowing up. Not an elegant name here, but my wizards are typically not elegant. So after I've saved my item here, I actually need to go and change one of my stats here for Mugen. So I actually need to go into Mugen, go to my character creation, and make sure that on the home page that I have Homebrew clicked on. Now, once I've changed this setting and made sure that my homebrew content is set, it's going to take 1 second for the system to save my magical item and make sure that it is available to me. But after a couple of minutes here, I should be able to go here and immediately type in my +1 dart of fire blowing up. And if I find it here, yep, I can add, and boom, I have this. It immediately does the 1d4 and the 1d6 fire damage, and it is completely ready to be equipped. And then I can see from my actions that it is ready to be thrown. We can see the +1 as well as the damage on it as well. And that is how we add our own homebrew weapons and equipment. The same thing can be done for feats. Again, I encourage you to use somebody like the template of a feat in order to get all of the benefits there. Thank you for watching. I hope that you found this helpful. Come back for more D&D and nerdy gaming content.